Hello, I'm Masti Delpe. I am the architect of this program called Best of Best. It is a curriculum that is equivalent to my old Wisdom MBA curriculum offered by our BeLife University. Our BeLife University can deliver to this program in your company, or even distant learning program methods by modules through internet TV or through video workshops. We have teams of experts who are trained and certified to be able to lead executives at any rank in their positions of corporate, political, even in educational levels, or even in hospitals. Any level of leadership, we have a curriculum that will help that individual leader and executive to become a game changer in their business, or to become a pioneer, to become a thought leader or visionary, because different methods apply to different wavelengths needs. Now, who can benefit from this program, Best of Best? By the way, our slogan in Best of Best is be the best and lead the rest. So I'd like to invite the middle managers and senior managers as part of our participants, top executives of global corporations, bureaucrats, politicians, and diplomats, and also entrepreneurs and business owners. Now, I have traveled to at least 85 countries, have taught and helped more than 150,000 executives and participants. And I have also trained many executives from the top 500 corporations, and even business owners who are CEOs, who own conglomerates but family-owned corporations. So there are many facets of this program, which I cannot explain everything, but I'll just give you a summary. And it starts also with what we call mentoring circle. This mentoring circle has a slogan called Lead in Life. I do not train these people by a normal training method, by seminars. It is more right to mentor them by the needs that they have, their pains, and also their struggles, because even CEOs have struggles and pains in life. Either the spouse, the child, their spiritual life is empty, or their health is really at stake, struggling, and so forth. So we offer this to top leaders who probably have done it all, know it all, successful, but not totally fulfilled yet. Or they have a far-fighting need, like their health, they have either cancer, they have HIV, they have emphysema, or they have addictions, or any kind of rescue needs. So we bring them into a mentoring circle where I do one-on-one with them, either through internet, Skype, or any facility that can do one-on-one through internet media. Or I can do it in person during my visit to the company, or if they come to my centers in different countries. So this is face-to-face, or it can be done through electronic methods. Now, this has 3 levels. The rescue mission is where any person with crisis and conflict or heavy dose of problems can be stabilized by certain methods of my energy medicine method, my martial arts method, and my strategic tactical method. So we bring the person from crisis to stabilized stage, from conflict into happiness, from disease into a healthy living condition. So this is at least 5 sessions coaching, and can go to 10 depending on the severity of the case. Now, in the second level, called Balanced Life, it is a program of mentoring and coaching that will help the person balance their 5 key areas, from family life to career life to social life and environmental contribution, to spiritual life, and to their health life. So we give them a mentoring on charting these 5 key areas of life and identifying their pitfalls and their blind spots, so that we can work against them. Or if they had already committed a mistake that is so big that they can almost not repair the problems, like a divorce or anything else, we help them make sure that they will still ramp up their life, not only to succeed, but to be fulfilled in whatever endeavor they have. So, now, a person who is successful might have already a balanced life, happy, fulfilled, but then they might be in need in more enlightened way to learn a deeper aspect of their purpose in life, how to contribute to life in a bigger scale, and go into what we call enlightened life strategies. Here I will teach people not only the science of meditation, the science of martial arts performance, the willpower development to give their life's longevity, a longer years of healthy living and youthfulness. We also give them spiritual trainings and advanced meditations to be able to align to their highest self, the spiritual self, the divinities, and the higher consciousness, to be able to discover higher meanings that they have not discovered in their business, in their marriage life, or in their individual capacity. So as you bring yourself into enlightened stage, you will discover how much you did not know, and you will discover the difference of who you are and what you are in life, and how to align both. And not only would you want to serve back society again in a different way, in a more enlightened way, you will start to be the light bearer to anybody whom you meet, your parents, your children, your colleagues, your peers, your staff, your teams, and even your new friends around you. You'll bring a new waves of brilliance and light and wisdom that you cannot expect now until you go into that process of enlightened life strategy. And also, the good thing is how to live your best experiences through groups of people with the same aspirations and desires to be enlightened in life and to be wiser and to be more whole. Sometimes I bring you to a retreat in the Himalayas, in China, in Slovenia, in Eastern Europe, in Galapagos in Ecuador, or any place that brings you a new philosophy, a new culture, a new wholeness, and a new form of enlightened life processes. So I'd like to welcome you into this big game, which is a tall order to achieve because there's so much curriculum into it. I have teams of people around the world that are of different cultures, philosophies, who are trained to see the different perspective of who you are and what you are, and align both so that you do not just succeed and be fulfilled, but die as an enlightened being with a legendary leadership that is unsurpassed and unparalleled. Now, there are at least 6 core curriculum in our other training program called the Super Executive Series. It combines the best workshop that I have taught to top 500 companies and top leaders in different fields, including political, entrepreneurial, educational, medical, and others. And this different electives seminar series are modular in nature. We teach you by modules so that you don't have to be overwhelmed attending so long a seminar that you will forget what you learned on the first module. So I will read you at least 7 of the important workshops and training programs. The Maximizing Your Performance and Balancing Your Life is a whole day 8 hours program which gives you really how to balance your life in a strategic way. Also, the 8 types of leaders every leader should know is a workshop that taught you how to profile yourself and other people around you, your staff, your competitors, your allies, to be able to understand diversity and master it. And you can go anywhere in the world and you understand different people and different cultures. Also, 7 cycles of life and how to master the power of timing. Not only time management, but timing. The best cycles, the best periods to achieve the best things in life. And the worst cycles and the worst periods to achieve the worst things in life. You would know and delineate those points. And also, if you're planning to get married, you'll plan the best timing to get married on what period do both of you alchemize. And the worst times of the year to get married, because that is the worst nightmare of your life with the energy given during those times. Also, if you're planning a divorce, you would know when to plan the best time to get divorced without many side effects or without many predicaments that come along after divorce. You can also conceive a certain kind of temperament or alchemy of a baby depending on your cycle between husband and wife or couples. On what cycle of the year and what age can you conceive a typical Einstein, Bill Gates, George Bush, Mother Teresa, or different kinds of children in the most advanced stages. You will also learn the 5 levels of intelligences to achieve the highest effective leadership style that can bring you not only to great leadership, but global leadership, and eventually to legendary leadership. This is a very intricate, detailed program that gives you development of the instinctive intelligence, emotional intelligence, concrete mental intelligence, abstract mental intelligence, and spiritual intelligence, which also hones your wisdom and intuitional intelligence. So this is a very advanced workshop for people who want to be ahead of their time, not only as leaders, but as human beings, more enlightened than others around you. And the sixth program is Leadership Communication Mastery. There are 2 levels of this 16-hour program that gives you not only the mastery of vocal and verbal communication, not only using the eye contact, hand gestures, body language, vocal variety, or any of those typical public speaking skills. You will also be used the non-verbal skills, how to read things that people do not say to you, how to read their body language with their voice, with their tone, with their stress levels, and many aspects of communication. So it's a very complete way of looking at communication at all levels, from physical to spiritual, emotional, mental, and even instinctive and gestures styles. And also written communication, memos, and how to reach your speeches in terms of informative versus persuasive versus sales speech versus technical speech or any kind of speech. So you'll be able to learn those, and there are 2 levels of that. And also to speak with cultural sensitivity and religious sensitivity and philosophical awareness. Because if you're speaking to a Muslim crowd and there's a Christian also and a Hindu and there's a Jain and there's an atheist in the crowd, how can you speak to all of them simultaneously without hurting anybody's ego by bringing some energy into your talk that can average the needs of the group? And so this is a challenge of a lot of speakers today, because you are now confronted with globalization, where your attendees in a conference or in a meeting are now from different cultures who migrated or who join you in your company. You have multi-mixed cultural approach that we need today in communication that brings us a cutting edge in the industry of leadership, entrepreneurship, and communication. And the last but not the least amongst this program is Mastering the Art and Science of Networking. If you have hard work, you can improve it by having intelligent hard work. Or your networking can add value into your output, into your sales, into your ability to lead, manage, or be productive, or the ability to magnetize people who want to work with you, or even your core relationships in any level of your life. So networking is a science to us. It's an art and science, but there are procedures and mechanisms by which they can be effective to roll your acquaintances into social assets or social capital, into business partners or advocates or real sustainable clients and repeat clients. Also, your friends can be sustainable when you can give them a networking edge by how to introduce them properly to networking parties, or how to roast them and toast them, or how to give speech by standing on your foot and knowing what to say because you have a mental map in your consciousness, and say things with more systematic structures and with more sense and contents. So these are all trainings that we do in the Super Executive Program. When you learn all of this in, say, 2 years by different visits to your company, or you can attend our retreats that give segments of this training, or even through internet training, distant learning program, through our BLAF University, through my MDP TV programs, live channel, which we are now giving distant learning program through internet and through webinars. So I'd like to invite you to our Best of Best program, to be the best and to lead the rest, and to join our mentoring program to be able to lead not only people, but lead yourself in life. Hello, I'm Master Delpe. I am the architect of this program called Best of Best. It is a curriculum that is equivalent to my old Wisdom MBA curriculum offered by our BLife University. Our BLife University can deliver to this program in your company, or even distant learning program methods by modules through internet TV or through video workshops. We have teams of experts who are trained and certified to be able to lead executives at any rank in their positions of corporate, political, even in educational levels, or even in hospitals. Any level of leadership, we have a curriculum that will help that individual leader and executive to become a game changer in their business, or to become a pioneer, to become a thought leader or visionary, because different methods of circle. This mentoring circle has a slogan called Lead in Life. I do not train these people by a normal training method by seminars. It is more right to mentor them by the needs that they have, their pains, and also their struggles, because even CEOs have struggles and pains in life. Either the spouse, the child, their spiritual life is empty, or their health is really at stake, struggling, and so forth. So we offered and helped more than 150,000 executives and participants. And I have also trained many executives from the top 500 corporations, and even business owners who are CEOs, who own conglomerates but family-owned corporations. So there are many facets of this program, which I cannot explain everything, but I'll just give you a summary. And it starts also with what we call mentoring, apply to different wavelengths needs. Now, who can benefit from this program, Best of Best? By the way, our slogan in Best of Best is be the best and lead the rest. So I'd like to invite the middle managers and senior managers as part of our participants, top executives of global corporations, bureaucrats, politicians, and diplomats, and also entrepreneurs and business owners. Now, I have traveled to at least 85 countries, have taught